launcher winds back, just give it a bit of a wind up to the mark that we've written on there, and away she goes hopefully. So we prefer to have a bit of a headwind, but I think today we'll try an autonomous launch and see how it goes.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, we'll just do a manual one.
Okay.
But I don't see any reason why it won't.
In the design, you'll see there's two clamps and they fit into the cradle of the launcher. It's quite simple. You're a movie star today, Jim. Come on, smile. What a beautiful backdrop, isn't it? We don't get this in Australia, I can tell you.
So that's now set and ready to go on its arm. So Tom, I might get you to do the honours.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen now is it's going to launch, and I can give it a slight bit of a hand if I want to, but it should do everything by itself. So I still can override the autopilot, as you can see.
Safety out.
Safety out. Okay, doors are closed. Time is running. Okay. Wait for a bit of breeze, mate.
No breeze, just a little bit of breeze is good.
See how that goes, Tom. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, launch. Just want to go for safety, Tom. Safety in there. Sit. Do that hole. This way. All the way.
Here we go. And aboard launch himself then. You can see it just glides off and comes down nicely. Doors are there, everything's all protected. No. Leave it picked up or why not? Yeah, I'll do it. Let me pick it off. I've still got the safety into you.
Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Okay.
Safety out.
Okie dokie, time is running. Doors closed, 3, 2, 1, launch.
So you see the airframe's nice and stable. It's one of the reasons we've gone for a flying wing. The build autonomous is now going to look for its first waypoint. You go to the computer, you'll see it's starting to look for its waypoint.
Doors are open, hands are off.
It's going to climb.
The right hand turn, come down to here and start its mission.
So some of you may be able to pick it in the air.
So it's about 50 metres from its turning point now.
Now.
Fresh crew. So cool.
Now typically from that height we'd have a target like this. You'll see that, very nice smooth drop, and we're seeing those very, very well, and automatic target matching, no problem. So that's the sort. That's why we designed targets like that. And you see, you can hardly hear it,
Yeah,
even
it's
120.
very high.
Hardly hear it.
No, keep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Bring it home.
Bring it home.
Want me to bring
Just
it
do
home?
that.
Alright.
So you've observed there's a plane coming over here. Hang on, there's a problem. Let's just take over this mission. Not an issue. Presses the home button.
So I go to the actions. I've got a whole bunch of actions in here I can do. I'll hit return to launch.
So now you see it's banked immediately. Says, all right, I want to come home.
And now what it's going to do now is it's going to come here and it's going to loiter. So it's just going to, and waiting for me to do
So this is not to come down. It just says loiter.
waiting for you.
Waiting, and because he may say, okay, resume the mission after that because that helicopter's gone, or come down, whatever. He's got battery check life there. He's got update for all those sort of important informations.
And so yeah, I mean, once it gets here, I'll send it back to its other waypoint. So
Yeah.
basically.
You never get a problem with birds.
Yes. So we get eagles only during when they're.
Well, which is over here. Okay.
He's just interacting with this at any stage.
So it should go up there and make a right hand turn.
Now the camera is only going to be triggering when it knows it's on the project line. Yeah? This triggers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is the most important part.
So what we're doing here is a semi-stabilized approach.
Yeah.
So it's going to keep its wings level for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And all I got to do is just play with the elevator there, just to smooth out the wing.
Yeah. And how to reduce the speed as it
Oh
comes
yeah,
to
coming a bit slower. That's all. So, yeah, what we did is just adjusted the flight plan so it was a bit. Ends are off the. So it's all by itself. I can just adjust it if it's not quite in the line I want. And it's
That's
down.
right.
What do you over there? We do, that's the triggering, so we go inside and change all that. This clamp is specifically designed to be mounted in there to fit a lens or any lens in fact. And lastly, because these are the Zeiss lenses, they're quite sophisticated lenses, we actually tape the focal. There's a fine focus adjustment which we don't want moving, of course, when we're flying, so Ben tapes it down to make sure we have no out of focus issues as we're going.
If you turn that on and press play, you should be able to see some
Mm-hmm.
photos.
Uses the highest priority and then it goes to next. A massive amount of force. So it's a very high industry spring and pneumatic system to counter the edge of that, the buffer when it hits.
Yeah, completely compresses. So yeah, it's doing its job.
And you just try and press it yourself now. Anybody, just try and shift it
There you go,
and
Dave.
try and compress it. And you'll see during the launch, it compresses all the way. It's amazing
Yeah.
force there.
Yeah. I'm weak.
Yeah.
So. Oh, so I'll fold the legs up?
Yep.
Yeah, you want to grab that one?
Yeah.
It's a bit easier.
So there's a ratchet system here that you just use. Oh,
That one's a bit tight. Brand new.
sorry.
Freshy. That's right, leave that one there.
Just leave that one.
That's
so,
it.
Yep. And he walks it up.
And then I go home.
We've got a little strap, and we just strap it around, and it's done. Like a little baby.
That's pretty much it. Ready to go. We've got little pockets in the bag for all these things.
Yeah.
It's the case with everything.
Anyway, it's lonely out there.
Someone else to blame, I reckon.
Kangaroos start to look really attractive after 3 days.